This is Coronacation.
Drink the Corona.
Yeah.
That's a great name.
Oh, I love it. That was good.
Yeah. So, day 6 of worldwide quarantine.
It's been I got so
That's Byron's beard is 6 days growth.
That's Byron's beard. Oh wait, that's Braden. That's Braden, Zell, Danny Boy, Andrew. No, Byron. Wait, you're not Andrew. You're not key number 4 on my keyboard. What's going on here?
I should have opened singing Coronacation, all I ever wanted. Coronacation, I just want to stay inside.
Yes, gotta stay inside. Yeah, stay inside. Don't do shit.
Well, my days have consisted of waking up at about 6:30 and playing Apex till about 10 with the boys.
Yep.
Why are you not on early if you're up at 6:30, man? I'm logged on by 6. Nah,
You know why?
7.
I wish I knew, because I just lay in bed.
You're at the ceiling.
Yeah. So
I've been sleeping
Well,
until
that's
almost 9 every day.
What?
I just
How do you do that? I can't do that.
yeah. This is the secret. You let the dog on the bed, sleeps until you get up. Doesn't matter. You could sleep there all day. But if you have the dog on the floor, you got the dog on the floor.
My dog has to go out at 6, which is when I usually get up anyway. So he goes out, does his annoying piss and shit, let him in, then he goes bolting in to get under the blankets, and then he sleeps there, and then I just stay on the couch. I get kicked out of bed because he's in bed.
Mm.
And then he's there. He's good until freaking 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't sleep. I can't stay in bed past 8 o'clock. Got to get up and do something.
So Braden, you do you game from whatever till 10, and then what do you do? What's the rest of your day?
Oh,
like?
I've been renoing the Bigfoot. It's going to be ready for hunting Bigfoot soon.
What do you?
Are you welding sheet metal onto the windows so we can lock them inside?
Spikes, and the inside right now is filled top to bottom with Charmin triple ply toilet paper.
Oh, that's fucking gold, baby.
And then I've stuffed all the centers with just tomato paste because that's all that would fit. So I'm set.
If you're watching the live stream, Andrew is coming. I just didn't communicate that he could come on. I meant that.
Kicked him off the
I told him
Andrew
he couldn't.
needs permission.
Dude, no, I told him he couldn't come to the studio because he probably has fucking coronavirus. So he's like, you can't come here. But I meant to say but you can just record off your phone from home. It's fine. But I just didn't say it. I just didn't really say that. So my bad. He's coming soon.
You have to explicitly tell him things.
Well, I think
you can't leave any room for.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm mad at him, but really I just don't want him to record on his own.
That's true.
It's not that I'm mad at him
difficult.
because usually it's not the best, but or the recording stops halfway because that's a metronome, then it lags out, and then I got to try and piece it back together later. It's just adds
every single time.
It adds hours to the process.
You can't let him do anything with technology.
No, it's crazy.
It's a crapshoot.
And he's never gotten better either.
Oh, you think you would?
Dude, he's been bad at video games forever.
He's been the exact same. I would say he's pretty impressive because he picks it up at the same level he's at now, which is terrible, but then never changes. There's no learning curve at all. He just is where he's at, and that's it.
It was up a short little step at the start. He learned how to turn it on, and then just flatlined.
From there on, that's all I've got.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
So, Braden, your Bigfoot, is that like a snail or is it a toe behind?
I don't understand this down under lingo
Did you just say
that you're trying to tell me.
Speak English, Byron. We don't speak Australian.
Okay, so is it a caravan, like what you guys call a tow behind, where an actual trailer?
We don't call it caravans either.
I know. That's why a trailer. Is it a trailer? Is a fucking
It's
flat
a trailer.
thing?
Yeah, it's like a trailer. Or what? Yeah, it's a snail, as you say. Now that I understand, it's a snail.
A snail is like the cab that goes on the back. Like,
Okay, then I didn't understand. It's not a snail.
It's not a snail. It's not a snail.
Not a snail.
No, the snail is like the little ones that just go on the back of the bed. It's like a little home, and you.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it,
but they're all home.
Wait, do you call them so if he goes in the back of your truck, it's called a snail?
I call it a snail.
So, Zell, you have a snail.
Well, I have a canopy. I got a canopy.
He's got a whale's vagina.
Well, that's the tent. The tent's the whale's vagina that goes over the canopy. It's gonna.
Yes, I got one of those too.
They work great.
Wait, so that's not a snail.
No.
That's a soft shell snail.
That's a sea cucumber.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's a clam. The snail, what I call the snail is like the ones that just go like slide into the back of the bed. They usually go over the top of.
Oh, okay, I got you. The big.
And then-
I
Call those
haven't
campers.
seen one of those in
Those
forever.
are campers.
Camper.
Fuck, I haven't seen one of those.
Camper. Say it again.
Camper. You guys, it's about time I actually start saying my real accent, hey?
Byron's not even Australian.
I got.
No Australia.
I'm getting a ton of
Cool.
comments about the Blizzard King sweater.
The what?
Lizard King.
This is my sweater I wore when I went to Shambhala, and I just got fucking blitzed on mushrooms. Well, that place is like a real life Dungeons and Dragons. You can wear whatever you want. No one gives a fuck. You can wear anything. Dude, anything. You could wear any costume of any fantasy realm, anything, and no one would be like, no one even go like, huh? They would just be like, oh yeah, you can do. I watched a guy, no joke, dude. I watched. It was Shambhala. I think it was 2017. Was that
Yes.
Byron was there. I don't know if Byron's seen it, but while I was one time we were tripping balls one of the night, late night, and the guy's walking on a 20-foot stilted. He's a 20-foot stilted giraffe, and he's walking like 20 feet in the air, 4 stilts, one guy, 4 stilts, and he was like trekking like a crab through the crowd, and everyone just is walking like normal, and this guy's just like almost piercing people's skulls with his fucking stilts, and no one even no one gave a fuck. It was hilarious.
Feet, yeah.
Are you sure that was real?
I was.
Hey, hold on.
It was real. 100%.
He was one person, and he was in a crab, and he had him attached to his knees.
A giraffe.
In his hand.
What? Crabs.
So normally stilts, just on your feet. He had stilts for his hands,
Right.
so he was like walking on his hands and feet, but his hands.
Hold on.
and
I
feet
gotta
were all
clarify.
Yeah,
I gotta clarify.
Yeah.
So when he's walking, is he standing with his like front legs out? He's bent over.
Well, he's like he's on a little bit of. He's not flat, but he's like on an angle. He's like let's say like 25 degree.
Dude, that guy deserves a medal, man. Have you ever tried to walk on stilts? It's hard enough as it is. I couldn't imagine trying to control 2 more while you're doing it. Dude, I would topple over on everyone.
Wait, somebody's asking in the chat, what the fuck is Brayden wearing? Did you cut the sleeves off that fucking NASA
he
t-shirt?
did.
I did.
He hacked it.
I'm allergic to sleeves.
Anyways, that all started with this was the Blizzard. This was the sweater I wore at Shambhala, and you can wear anything there. Was the point of the story? Anything you want.
I can't wear a fucking trap cut.
No, because you're not Shambhala.
Yeah, not Shambhala. You can't wear
no
that
mice on these shoulders. Too many traps.
Too many traps.
He's paler than Zell for once. I think he's talking about Brayden.
Yeah, it's just it's the bad light.
Bad lighting. It's got the wrong filter on today.
Sure it is.
Zell
Got
just
the white light.
Zell just drank a whole chalice of blood, so
Oh, dude, I'm fucking.
Yo,
I'm flushed up. I was actually in the sun all day today.
oh, man.
You know, Zell's popping niacin before he comes on. That's at like B12. All the blood rushing to his skin right now.
Get the tinglies.
No, that's probably the all day drinking. That's what's giving that glow, face
The
glow.
healthy glow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go for a
But the
motorbike.
fact that you have Corona.
Zell's looking healthy for a change. Man, we're getting roasted early. Ouch.
Quarantine. Everyone's just coming out full.
He looks healthy. I've been sleeping a lot. Got some sun.
I've not. I've like my sleeps. I've been because I haven't been working like up till like 1:32, and then up at I just can't sleep in. The second the sun comes up, I'm up. People have been like, "Oh, get a sleep mask." I'm like, "Can't sleep wearing something on my face." Possible.
No.
You ever tried?
Nah, stupid.
Yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah,
Not wearing
but
not wearing a costume to bed.
I might sleep in this shirt.
Wear
No.
a costume. Not gonna wear my Batman outfit.
Yeah, basically, I'm not gonna wear a cowl. Go to sleep.
Yeah. So I think this is the first time since we were like 16 that we've had weekdays off all the time. I'm trying to think the last time we played video games in the morning.
You know what sucks? It's like I've just been lying to everyone. I'm not even on quarantine really. I just took some like misguided vacation and I couldn't take it off.
No, yeah.
Like I couldn't switch.
Plan.
Oh, what's going on here?
What?
Oh, I don't know what was happening. I was getting some feedback. But yeah, I just took some ill-timed vacation.
Had a nice trip planned and then the world shut down.
Yeah. And technically, I actually don't know what's going on with my work. I won't find out till Monday. I haven't checked an email, talked to my boss. I was like, I'll just figure it out.
See what happens.
Yeah. It's like going in Monday, I know I'm supposed to work and see what happens.
The band has completely been shut down. I have no shows, but carpentry never stops. So you can't.
There you go.
Won't stop that shit for nothing.
The teachings, basically, I'm getting emails daily, and they're like, "We're working out a plan for when you return from spring break, but remember, you're on spring break, so just try and relax and rejuvenate. Prepare for the chaos when you get back."
Prepare for the chaos.
That's not what they say, but it's implied.
It's just fucking wild.
Oh,
how this is much is going to change everything. Like if everybody is like, it's going to fundamentally change everyone's lives after this.
No, we're going to go back. We're going to go back.
Not like completely normal. No, it's just like it just highlights a lot of the stuff that you're like, oh wow, like
a lot of problems that could be changed. That could be fixed.
There's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked out.
Oh, we can add Andrew to the call.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, I'll add him.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to get a refreshment.
He's going to get a refreshment.
There we go.
Dustin Sound. I work in construction in DC. Well over 100 people on site. All of us still working. Yeah, because construction doesn't stop.
Yeah. Construction is essential.
They fucking not going to stop. Like, they might limit the crew, slow the production, but I don't think they're going to stop any.
Get you some more respirators.
Classic Andrew here.
What?
Look at this.
What?
Oh, is this a screen?
Just
Just
looking
like a
at
shot
his
of the
fan.
ceiling.
I don't even know.
Did I get it?
We're live here. You have no camera. Oh, there he is.
Oh, that's Byron.
No.
Okay.
No.
There it is.
Byron's still
Look at
there.
that guy.
And I'm pulling the whole fucking thing around. Welcome to a drunk ATT live stream. Everyone is watching people's heads rolling around the screen here. Turn your phone the other way if you don't mind.
Like this?
Oh my god.
How do I switch it?
No. That just adds to the early that adds to the early episode beak we did on you about technology. You just added perfectly to it. I mean, like turn it landscape, not portrait. Does that make sense?
He's 100% disconnected.
Now he's frozen.
Unbelievable.
One job.
Yeah, can I zoom in on?
Just
Can I get his fucking thing? Which one is he? There he is. Come on.
yeah, there. That's a good look.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. Andrew's not even on the pod tonight. He's not on the pod.
Put it in the middle.
That's good.
Oh shit. What were we talking about? Oh, changing the world. what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Well, maybe if we all have to work from home all the time, Andrew will get a little better at this.
Doubtful. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, what do you know, if everybody's indoors, how are we going to look for UFOs?
You can still go in your backyard.
Like, we went to get some more beer just to support the local brewery. And there are so many people out still, like, walking and playing around. And
people don't give a fuck.
they officially
No,
shut
people
down
give a
the
fuck. They just
parks.
don't. You just can't like shut down. It's never gonna shut down completely. You're never gonna get everyone.
No, I don't think so. Most of these things that people are like, it's just like blown out of proportion. They're like, oh, California's on lockdown, New York's on lockdown. I'm like, they're not on lockdown. It's just, they call it shelter in place, but there's like plenty of provisions for like going outside. It's not like they lock you inside your homes.
Yeah.
And then
they couldn't do that
they're
if
not
they
allowed
wanted
to
to.
leave. They're like, you can, there's actually more people outside now than there was before. Like, I see tons of people walking outside, walking their dogs, hanging around outside, kids playing outside. There's no lockdown. It's just kind of like, just don't go into work where you could potentially spread it to more people.
What is?
I don't know. Andrew's trying to get back in, maybe.
Is that what that's popping up on my screen?
Could be.
The other wild thing that has surprised me with all this is how fast in some of these areas where like there's so much human traffic that nature's been able to bounce back so quickly.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like Venice.
I'm pretty sure
the dolphins.
I read a pretty convincing article that a lot of that stuff is maybe not true.
Oh, really?
A lot of
I've seen some photoshops.
A lot of CGI stuff.
I don't know about the dolphin stuff. I'm like, that sounds weird. Why would there be dolphins in the canals? I know people have been posting like pictures of like alligators or crocodiles. I'm like, that's fake. Definitely, that's photoshopped. People have people have looked at like that's photoshopped.
People are just using this as another platform to post fake news. So
I know. I've seen a lot more pictures.
They had
of
me
people,
hook, line, and sinker.
I've seen a lot more pictures of people going camping and stuff, which is good because you might find some Bigfoot. That might happen.
Get your cameras rolling 24/7 if you go camping, just in case.
Find some
Have 'em
goddamn turn this thing into something positive and find us some fucking big feet. Bigfoots.
Big feet? Bigfoots.
I'm not 100% sure. I am really not 100% sure on what the plural of Bigfoot is.
Proper nomenclature on the
Bigfoos.
Bigfoots. Big foos. Oh, Andrew's trying to get back in.
Like ghost, like a goose.
Yo,
What?
I can hear you.
Big
Nope,
geese.
you got no camera. All I see is a screen.
hold on. I got you. It's coming. But it's on my phone. Should I do it from my computer? Is that better?
No, just turn your phone
Put your
sideways.
phone sideways like I have. Attaboy.
Okay. Is that
Oh,
better?
do you have your screen locked or something?
Yeah, I got a new phone. I don't know how to turn it off.
Oh my god.
No, this is adding to the comedy of the night that we made fun of how bad you are at technology, and now your phone screen's locked. You can't turn it the other way.
Boys, listen. It's fucking Rocket Appliances. It's a brand new iPhone. I don't know how to do it. You guys crazy?
All right,
It's,
let's leave it. We're just gonna leave it like that.
so-
That's fine.
Yeah, why? What's wrong with that? It's good. Now, look at it. I can see myself.
Nothing.
It look good.
Hey,
What's up?
move
Middle.
Byron to the side and then put Andrew up and down in the center. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, well, I
Now
gotta go
let's
get I gotta go get a phone charger now.
Oh my god.
There we go. Look at that. Unbelievable.
Yeah, look good.
A lot of
What are you talking
forehead,
about?
eh?
There we go. Close enough. That's good enough for now.
Andrew, what we were saying, and we were chirping you, and you're just.
Oh yeah,
techno-
you guys were chirping me while I wasn't on. Nothing new there, eh, boys?
Well, I'm gonna fill you. I'm gonna fill you in right now.
Yeah. No, it's all
What we
good. I
said
see
is
how it
you're so bad at technology,
Yep.
and then we said it's crazy because, like, your learning curve for technology is like a little hop. Like you first get it, and then you plateau instantly, and you never change.
And then if you don't do it work with the stuff within a week, it drops.
It drops off
Yeah.
completely.
Boys, there's limited space in the fucking bookshelf up there. All right, I gotta make space for new shit. All right, isn't that the way it goes?
Yeah, and then you came on and your phone's fucking up, so it was great. It's perfect.
Well, it's good now, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
good
it's
enough,
fine.
buddy. Good enough.
There you go.
I can see how much earwax you got.
Yeah.
Nice, clean shaven.
Yeah, you get corona yet? Are you on quarantine or are you still working?
Pardon? What? What are you saying?
That looks like some mild symptoms to me.
Yep. Mild symptoms.
No, I'm good, boys. I've been diligent. I've been taking the proper precautions, but we are getting absolutely flooded. We're only allowed sending in one paramedic now because we have to save on the fucking PPE. We don't have enough masks for everybody.
Is that just because everyone bought out the mall before, or what?
No, it's because we are getting like on shift one ambulance. Like when I was on, or when my friend was on, he did 14 with what they call ILI calls, which are influenza-like illness calls. And we've been doing fucking 12 to 15 of them a night, which is bananas. Like we're getting pounded. It's crazy.
It is bananas.
Huh.
See,
The shit is definitely bananas.
So is it where's the shortage come from though? You're just using more than them than normal, or they just don't have any more to order?
Way more. There was no preparation made for this. We had absolutely
Right.
zero plan for any type of outbreak whatsoever. Like the way it should be right now is we should be wearing masks on every single call. We got it. Like what they're saying basically, assume every call is someone who's got the virus, right? So
Right.
it's been absolutely crazy. And you'd be surprised, Vancouver's actually doing somewhat of a decent job on kind of social distancing and staying home. And I came home to Kelowna today, and it's like nobody got the memo. Like absolutely no one.
Well,
Shit's like just business as normal.
Well, no, everything's closed down, but everyone's outside.
No, well, exactly. Like I don't know, man. It's
Yeah, but they told people to go outside though. That was like they told people to go on hikes, go on walks. That's what they told people to do.
Yeah. Oh, drop my phone there.
That's all right.
He's got a brand new fucking phone. It's just like, I'm gonna drop it.
I caught it.
It's tested
Fucking
spiritually.
I'm straight.
No, it's pretty weird though.
Wild times, boys. Wild times.
Wild times.
Dude, it's like everybody's walking on eggshells right now. It's just like it's fucking bizarre, man. And the other stuff too that's crazy is like emergency rooms and stuff like that are empty. All the people that would go in with like tummy aches and bleeding noses and stubbed toes, they're not going in anymore.
Because they're scared of getting a fucking COVID.
Exactly.
So
and that's the one
good
benefit,
thing?
that and gas prices. That's about it.
Oh, you know where it's been? You know where I can't like if this is gonna get worse, like
It
the
is.
only time where I hope Home Depot stays open because I've been there lots, getting supplies. But I hope it gets to the point where when you see another human and you look, they like scurry away, like they like. You know what I mean? So like
Buddy,
I could go and just be left alone at Home Depot.
I would-
All you gotta do is sneeze, man. Everybody's out of the room.
Dude, I witnessed someone. I went to I'm not going to tell on the air because I don't want to give away my secret grocery store. But I was at my secret grocery store where there's lots of stock. But then someone was in there. There's about maybe 10 people in the produce section. Someone did one of those. Like a throat clear. You've seen everyone do this. Bam! Like snap their
Out of
heads.
there.
Everyone snapped. Like at the same. I was like looking at the person when they did it, but could see out of my peripherals like 4 other people just snap their heads right to him, and it was like a standoff. I was like, this person really sick, or was that a throat clear? And
Is your produce section close to my house by any chance, though?
No, it would be closer to mine, closer to the highway.
Okay.
Small little shop,
Good to know.
local
Good to
shop.
know.
No one's lined up around the block. You just go in there.
Good.
They have all your paper products you need if you need them. But I'm not going to tell who it
Again.
is.
If you guys all installed a bum gun like yours truly,
I have a
you wouldn't
shower.
even need any TP.
I got a shower.
Or if you just wait another week and the fucking toilet paper shipment from Burnaby is going to be around the corner, you'll
Yep.
be fine.
Exactly.
That also.
I did a drive-by at Costco today before I went on a ride on the bike, and they've actually set up all the carts, in a line tied together to create like a fucking gate for pedestrians and for people to walk in with barricades and shit so they can line up how many people go in and all that sort of stuff. Like it's the whole length of the building to the end. to try and like minimize the number of people going in there because it was just crazy.
Dude, and this all happened in 5 days. Like Monday was the real order. Like, all right, guys, fucking bunker down. Don't be an idiot. And then throughout the week, every day something else has been limited or closed. And then like Friday, it was just like, all right, and the world's closed down, I guess. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's a weird one. How low do you think the economy's gonna? How much more of a drop we gonna see in the economy?
Most small businesses after 2 months is toast. 2 months.
It's going to go for social. This social distancing is going to be 5 months at least.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can even say that because China's already. They didn't have any confirmed cases.
That's what they want you to know. They're not telling you the fucking truth.
Listen, I believe anything that I read on Facebook.
Then you get more cases again once you relax, and then shit just comes back to where you were. Like,
yeah, where's the
end? Because I haven't got any cases. Like, it's not until we get
really 5 months. Ugh.
They're saying at least 3 to 4 months.
I'd say that if everyone does a good job by summer, you can pretty much. You don't have to get rid of all the restrictions.
Fired up for what? This summer. This is gonna summer 2020. Whoo! Forget the summer of '69. Summer 2020.
Summer 2020.
If we make it there.
Was the summer of 20.
But just think about it. For the next 2 or 3 months, there's gonna be no live performances, no comedies, like no comedians, no music, no bar scene, no clubs, no nothing.
No gym. That
gym.
means if I stay plateaued, everyone's gonna look the same come summer.
Yeah, no such
spot will be acceptable.
No. You got to be resourceful, man.
I see I see Tyrone's there got Rutland. He's posting Rutland gym there.
Yeah,
busier than the real gym.
Yeah, I went there. today. I lasted 5 minutes. Somebody started coughing all over the fucking bench press, and I was like, "Well, see you later."
Goodbye.
They changed the name to COVID Fitness 2020 now. Fuck that. Fuck that. I messed up though. I need to get one of those non-essential jobs. Everybody's on a vacation. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome for some. It's horrible for most because they have no job and no money and no EI because there's how many claims of EI went in like 4 days. There's no way people are getting their money right away.
Dude, we see a couple more weeks of this. Like it's gonna get wilder and wilder. Good thing I got all that tomato paste. Thank God.
But somehow governments always find a way to make a whole shitload of money real quick if there's a problem, which there always is a problem. When there's a really big problem, all of a sudden there's trillions of dollars available to bail it out. Who knows who?
It is printed. It's all make-believe.
Make-believe money. It's like, okay.
It's all monopoly money, man. They just print it. Just print more.
Print that shit. Now, I always wonder
I hope we get so bad again that they start accepting Canadian Tire money again as real currency.
I just threw some out. Fuck.
I mean, isn't Canadian money just about 2 or 3 steps above monopoly money?
That's not much higher. Money? Not much higher.
Yeah.
No,
it's worth a lot. Canadian money is worth a ton in Canada, but as soon as you go anywhere else, you feel like you're from a third world country. You go to the States, and the meal's like, that's $25, and you get your Visa bill back when you get home. You're like, what the fuck? That was $70.
$4,000.
Yeah.
Especially right now, I checked the exchange rate was like 67 cents or something, like ridiculously low. I was like, oh my God.
It went down. Awesome.
When do we start buying stocks?
When you start, if you have money, I want
to see him crowd. Let's go a hypothetical. Say they bottom out. Like say it just keeps going off, and then there's just zero.
There's no money left.
What happens? Like this, everything just stop. We're just like everyone's like, oh no, can't do anything. Like it's just a fucking number everyone looks up. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, like, once it gets low enough, everyone's gonna be like, shit, now is the time to buy. So they start buying, and then it's gonna jump back up. Right? That's how it works.
Yeah, but the money, like a lot of that money is now erased. Like if people freaked out, but they already lost 10%, and they sold, like they're fucking out, man. So like,
lose money. I know they lose money, but like if we jump in now, and then everyone else jumps in, then that money increases, and we make money.
Oh yeah, well that's the fucking volatility of the stock markets. Like people can sell $1 billion real quick, and the thing drops. It's a good system made for rich people if you got lots of money.
I mean, when I look at it, all I think is it's just gambling.
Yeah,
It's really what it
really
is.
yeah.
It's
It's
just,
you had bet for or against the market, and maybe you made some money. It's bananas. How about
it's like
Dan? What was the politician? There was a few of them caught.
Richard Burr is the first one.
He was caught like
Richard
betting
Burr
against,
is a
betting against the
senator,
market.
and he's on the he's a U.S. senator, and he's on the U.S. Senate Intelligence Committee. And there's a story out there that they got audio recordings of him from a fundraising. NPR, they got voice recordings from him at a fundraising event where he was entertaining, or he was sitting with some of his donors who were people who had donated at least $100K US to his campaign. And he was telling them about how bad that this was going to get. Like, he knew about this like in January.
Was he
about like comparing it to the 1918 flu pandemic, like influenza thing? He's like, this is going to be bad.
That scumbag that dropped all his
one
stocks.
Of them. One of them. I think there's 4 right now that they're looking at. That they're like, these people. It was him, and also she's a congressman or a senator from Georgia, and her husband is the chairman of the New York Stock Exchange.
Oh.
And they all seem to have either dumped a bunch of stock or bought a lot of stock in in certain companies that would benefit from the development of treatments or vaccines of this type of this type of crisis.
That's the fucking scum of the earth, man.
Yeah, it's
you know what though? I don't believe for a second that it's only limited to the people that they've caught. I was like 100% that there's big circles of a lot of people that were making money off what.
Well, it's at least them, because this guy is like, dude, you cannot tell me that you dumped all this stock pretty much the day after you had an intelligence briefing, because I think we said it in our Corona Panic episode where I said that every year there's a world threat assessment that the U.S. intelligence gives every year. All the intelligence services put all their data together, and they say these are the most important things that we need to look out for this year. Every year is something pandemic. But they had a specific hearing, a specific meeting about COVID-19, this specific virus, like back in January, and they told the Senate Intelligence Committee, so a bunch of senators, I don't know how many is this, probably like 10 or something like that, and they told them, like, this is going to be real fucking bad. This is real fucking shit. How it's spreading, and the data that we have coming out of China, shit's going to get real fucked. And so pretty much a couple days after, you see these senators dump a whole bunch of stock. And then at the same time, the U.S. federal government was telling people, you should buy stocks or you should stay in the stock market. Don't pull your money out, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to do anything.
Good. Yeah.
It's all fine. And it's, these motherfuckers.
Oh.
Crazy.
Dude, like I said, it's every single day. It's like I've been checking the news, and every single day I'm like, this is getting fucking crazier and crazier and crazier every single day. And just when I've had buddies where they're like, oh, when are you gonna get worried? And I'm like, when this happens, and then they'll send me a text now. It's like, well, they've closed the border now. You worried now? And I'm like, getting there.
Dude, I'm not really worried. Like, I'm not worried about like society in general. I'm just worried about like there's gonna be so many people who are gonna get on both sides, the people who get sick and the people who lose their business because of all this happening at the same time. Like, there's
I can tell none of you guys are fucking worried because you got those big old fucking corona catchers on your chins.
Oh,
It's a filter. It's a filter, mate.
No, buddy, that's a corona flavor saver. Just sits and festers in that fucking thing. Ugh.
I don't. What,
buddy?
Can't have any corona if you don't leave.
I can't shave my face again.
You got to.
And
man.
I'm just.
I gotta see a bunch of skin chins out here, man.
There's just a whole bunch of chins. That's all you'll see.
Yeah, good.
I gotta make it seem like I have a jawline.
See, Andrew, my wife is super stressed because she works IA, it's like healthcare system. to your friend's level. But like she's really concerned and like, you know, is hearing on a regular basis and with interior health. And like one of her colleagues is talking about renting a new house separate from her husband because he's immune risk. So she doesn't want to be potentially bringing it home to him that may result in a casualty. So
Totally.
like she's seriously looking at renting somewhere else where
Okay,
they can avoid.
here's my thing. Isn't that a little, and I know that's a good step, but from what I understand is this is kind of like going to be a regular thing, and they're just trying to flatten the curve to save the healthcare system of who needs to be like hospitalized. Like, is there a chance that not all of us get this? Or my understanding is
100% we don't all get it.
Completely wrong. Is it just now something that comes around in flu season?
Well, no, because what we're hoping is there's eventually going to be some sort of vaccine made, which obviously we're at least a year away from mass producing something. But
anti-vax is good to go, though. Don't worry about it. Vaccines are useless.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's one of those things where we should just give in, like, you know, some of the people are saying as far as like herd immunity and that kind of stuff. Because I feel like that's going to result in far too many casualties. But like, I feel her pain because like, my friend has got a young kid at home and doesn't, you know what I mean? Couldn't imagine bringing that shit home and getting their family sick. And that's a thing that healthcare workers are going to have to struggle with on a daily basis while we combat this thing. But yeah, it's
so when are they like? What's in the briefings? They must tell you like when's supposed to be the peak? Because right now it doesn't seem like there's like a ton of cases. But when are they saying like you're going to see like the big wave?
We are like if you're looking like we're getting pretty close to doubling daily right now, right? Like BC is taking over as the leader in Canada.
No, it's not doubling daily because if it was doubling daily, it would have went from 2 to 4 to 8 to 16 already, and it was at like 400.
I mean, as far as like, you know what I mean? Like yesterday we had 80 new cases. Today we have 74 new cases. So like, sorry, not the total's doubling, but we look like we're adding between 80 to 100 a day, basically.
Right.
And then what you got to do too, right, is you need to at least times that number by 4 or 5, right? Because those are the only confirmed cases. Yeah, and as of right now,
I'm talking about the healthcare system, like the hospitals and like paramedics. They're not seeing the mild cases, right? Those people aren't calling. It's the people who are actually like experiencing breathing symptoms.
No, buddy. Anybody with seasonal allergies right now is calling. Anybody with a tickle in their throat is calling. All the hypochondriacs around the world are calling.
All right, so it's
Well, that's the thing is we're like you got to be hitting at least 2 symptoms to be getting tested right now. Like as a healthcare worker, you can't even get tested unless you have a fever and a fucking cough.
Yeah.
So like we're way behind on our numbers.
Well, I figured the numbers would be like 10 days behind just because how are you going to test everyone? But
and you're not going to test everybody. That's a thing, right?
But that's what they want. That's like the ultimate way to do it. They just don't have the test kits to do it yet.
Totally. And like as of right now, if you show up to emerge with these symptoms, even if you're like, okay, yeah, you swabbed, go home and quarantine, right?
Just in case.
You know what I mean? That's
because you don't get.
That's what they're doing to everybody.
Because it takes like 2 or 3 days to get the actual results.
Usually takes about 2 days.
Right.
But yeah. I don't know, man. It's mayhem out there. It's crazy.
It's mayhem. It doesn't seem like much right now. But
Bondi Beach.
Pardon me?
Bondi Beach.
I see the pictures of Bondi Beach, Sydney.
They just closed it down because it was too popular, right?
Because it was fucking busy. Like it was a normal day. It's like, dude, are you serious?
The only sport you can watch on TV right now is NRL. They've refused to quit playing.
Really?
Who? What?
Yeah.
AFL's on as well. I watched They played last night. They're playing today, but there's zero crowd. It
doesn't matter. You need to call your cousins and tell them to fucking quit it. I love watching NRL. I don't want these guys to be getting sick and dying, man.
Byron?
You can watch wrestling too. Wrestling's been going on with no crowds. It's actually been not bad.
That's because everybody knows steroids are great for your immune system. None of those guys are going to get shit.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah, they canceled WrestleMania. Not canceled WrestleMania, but like all the crowd. There's gonna be no
Dude.
crowds. They're gonna be from a WWE Performance Center.
That's
I
so
didn't even know
weird.
they had.
WrestleMania
I didn't even know that was
two-night
a
event.
thing. But that's gonna be fucking nuts.
Listen,
Oh, I bet it's going to be amazing. The theatrics are going to be crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna be able to do so much more with the camera work and stuff. It'd be nuts.
Oh, totally.
there's no chance of you getting trapped in a sex dungeon watching from home.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's so weird, man. The biggest. I bet they still announce 100,000 in attendance.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all about it.
I mean, they probably make more. They gotta make more money off the pay-per-view than they do actually.
Fuck no, dude.
Sales.
I
Not
bought a
even
hat.
close.
I bought a hat at WrestleMania because it was so hot, and Andrew turned to me and went, "Hey man, you're getting pretty red. You should buy a hat." And I went up and bought a certified G hat, and it said $20. There was a little sign that said $20. I thought it was $20. I bought the hat, didn't even look because I bought a couple other things. Didn't even look. All of a sudden, I'm like looking at my charges, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I had to get a breakdown. The hat was like fucking $60 US.
Yeah.
It's like
Buddy, that was
200.
nothing to you. You fucking bought a replica belt for like $500 there. So,
Hey, yeah, but that was that was a promise to childhood Braden.
To childhood Braden.
Yeah.
You told yourself you're gonna buy
when I
a
was
belt?
kid, I used to make little tinfoil belts out of like.
I remember the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I like honestly huge wrestling fan. Loved wrestling, and I always said I would like my Christmas list every year was like championship belt, like a real championship belt, and never got it ever. And I specifically remember sitting on the trampoline and like looking at my homemade belt, and like my brother had like trashed it or a little bit, and I was gonna fix it for the fucking 1,000th time. And I thought in my head, I'm like, one day when you can afford it, you'll buy your own for me. And I thought that I was like, it was a childhood promise to like 9-year-old Braden to buy that belt. So it was it felt good buying it. And you know what?
He's gonna go get it. He's gonna go get it. Oh shit! He's got the belt on. He's got his sleeves cut.
I mean, just to clarify though, the guy bought it. He didn't win shit. Guy's a fucking paper champion. That's it.
I got the belt. Son.
You have
Paper
Anytime.
champ.
It's here.
You have a belt. You have
One.
a belt.
It's here.
Yeah.
Better cash in. I have it. It just hangs on the corner of my wall. I look at it all the time. Every now and then, I put it on and just ginch. Stand in front of the mirror.
I was gonna say, how many times
Feels
you put
good.
on just the belt, just the belt.
Naked?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a bad look. Even I know that's a bad look, man. It like pushes down, it sits a little high, and then like wedges halfway. Like, it's not
Just
a good look for
something
anyone.
peeking out at the bottom, eh? Just a little fucking, just the head.
Just balls. Just balls.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
one of them.
That's
A
funny.
little bit hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, I fucking love this thing. I would have bought it. I was like, I gotta buy it at WrestleMania. It feels it's so special to me now buying it there than being like, I ordered it from a store. It's like I was fucking there and I bought
I
this
paid
there.
top dollar for this goddamn belt.
I didn't care. I probably could have got it for 75% off buying it online.
Right.
Wish.com, mate.
You probably gotta get it customized too.
Yeah, customize. No, but
Say fucking paper champ on it.
But I hear what you mean.
know
Though,
what?
if you buy something somewhere, if you buy it at the event, like if you buy a band T-shirt at the
you
show
remember it.
at the stadium, it fucking means more. Even though it costs way more, you're paying like $45 for a band shirt when you can get it for $20 online. But it means more if you buy it at the thing.
and those of you on YouTube saying you can't, I did earn this belt. I beat the shit out of my brother. I was like, I held the record. Like, I was like 1,000-0 before he got his first W.
Dude, no one will ever know how much we beat the shit out of Mr. Conspiracy when Mr. Conspiracy was a tiny little kid.
Oh,
you guys
beat
created
the
a
hell
fucking
out of him.
monster.
Then we created a monster,
Yeah,
but we
created a monster.
beat the
He's
shit out.
psycho.
all the time.
We beat the shit out of
Yeah,
him
the
for
guy's a
like.
fucking psycho now.
We beat the shit out of him from like the time we were like maybe 7 or 8 till the time we were 16, 17. Then by the time Mr. Conspiracy was 13, you couldn't fuck with him anymore because he was as big as you.
I remember the first time he got me when I was like, I knew things had changed. We stopped fighting instantly. I hung up the
You hung up the
like,
bell?
"Oh, I'm retiring on high. I'm retiring as champ. I had him once. It was one of those like brother fights where you like chase your brother down and like you grab him. You know the ones, Andrew. You've done it to your little brother, and you're like, "Listen, you little bit. You're gonna listen to me." And then he just like turned, powered out of it, and like grabbed me, and I was like, "Oh no!" So we had a little wrestle, and I struggled lots to like subdue him, and I got him, and I was like, you know what? He almost had me. And I was like, and I think I only had him based on the record. He was like, he knew that's how this goes. It was like ingrained in him. Oh, I lose these fights. But I was like, you know what? If we have a couple more, tide's gonna turn. It's gonna be a bad luck for me.
Yep.
All of a sudden, I don't want to end on losses, right?
But
So
you realize what you did. Like Mr. Conspiracy goes to a party with friends and enjoys his time and is having a good time. And then he looks at his other friend and they decide to have a fist fight for fun.
Yeah.
Like guys who like really enjoy each other's company and are good friends and they punch each other in the face for fun.
And both those guys are little brothers. Both those guys are little brothers. Yeah.
Like that's fucking nuts to me, man. I remember just sitting there watching them fucking beat the shit out of each other.
Well, Zell, you've met my youngest brother.
Oh, it's Caden or something, right?
Yeah,
Kato?
and obviously I'm the oldest of two. We had two younger brothers and then a sister. But yeah, same thing with my little brother. He was always a little weedy fella and always copped the brunt of me and my other brother fighting them. We were banned from buying or renting the wrestling games on 64 because it ended up like controllers around necks and like got real quick. And it used to always, when we went to our nans, that the two video stores there, my mum had to go there and tell them, if you see these kids, don't listen to Shirl. You cannot rent these out to these boys. Don't listen to their grandmother. She doesn't know. Don't get. And so I think it got to the similar age. It was about 16. I was 16 or 17, and then Kato was about 14. I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to test this anymore because as soon as he gets that little hint that he's got me, like he fucked me over, and he could too.
And listen, the fights are different. It's a different kind of fighting when you're young. Like I'd give it to my brother. I'd hurt him, but like if the tides turn this late in the game. Like it's devastating. Like you're getting broken noses and like you get punched in the head. Like it's more of like pin and like slap you with your own hand and be like, you little bitch, how you like that, huh? And like quit hitting yourself. It's gone past that. You start losing this late in the game. That's how careers end.
No, I remember, dude, Braden. I remember you. You got your tooth broken by Mr. Conspiracy on an uppercut in those boxing mitts.
Oh, rock and sock him. I dusted him after though.
Yeah, but he got you with a good shot though and broke your bottom tooth.
You know, I was getting cocky, having the hands down. I was giving him the jaw. I was like, "Coach, try it," and then he socked me. It's still chipped.
Still broken
chipped to this day. It's chipped on such a bad angle that it's either like I grind the tooth all the way down and fix it because the filling always pops off.
Broken teeth are not a laughing matter. I remember, Zal, you at my 30th, mate.
Oh, yeah. Not good time.
We had to go home. He was so mad. We had to go home. He's like, we're leaving right now before someone dies.
No, I removed myself from the situation.
You did. You did a really good job.
I got the fuck out of there.
Byron, it's been a great birthday. I need to go.
I got to go.
Like, okay, he's like, chip your tooth? Not happy? I got to go. I was like, all right, mate. Catch you later. Thanks for coming. and it was like that, like calm before the storm. Like you were about to like lose your shit. My 30th, the wife got me a what do you say? Like a gladiator.
Got you a fucking full on blow up gladiator war arena for your 30th birthday with a bunch of 30-year-old men slamming beers and beating the shit out of each other. Eventually, someone's getting hurt. And I got my tooth. It was so fun.
You lost a tooth.
Until I was sparring someone, and then our buddy Chris just wound up with an uppercut with one of these fucking gladiator batons, and no, it was the zipper, because the zippers are like hid in like the seam of the.
Right.
The zipper hit me right in the tooth, and it just cracked my. It was been broken before. I just cracked it again right in half, and I was like, "Well, I'm out of here. Fuck this." Braden, drive me home. I gotta fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's like, we're leaving. I was like, well, I'm having a good time. He's like, we're leaving.
Don't ever fuck with Angry Zell. I've seen it twice. No, I've seen it twice in my life. One time, Buddy called you Potato Head. You smashed that guy.
Fuck that guy.
And then the night of the Boston Pizza Sucky.
Oh,
sitting at the Buddy, we're in the waiting room in the emergency room, and fucking our one buddy got cut open, so we're waiting for him to get stitches. And Zell's just sitting there rocking back and forth in his chair. We're like, Zell, what's going on, man? He's like, no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm going to go back to my house. I'm going to get my fucking gun. And I'm going to fucking kill that guy.
I did not say that.
You 100% fucking said that.
Yeah, but I was,
100% said it.
I was so concussed. I was so concussed. I don't remember nothing.
You were the most angry fucking person I've ever seen in my life.
You were also the drunkest guy in Canada before you got sucked. It was a lethal mix of concussion and drunkest guy in Canada. But
blackout drunk and concussion.
I was like, I remember being like, oh man, this is bad news.
So bad.
You know what? I didn't have to kill that guy because he ended up in jail anyway. So
I'm pretty sure he just got out the night he punched you in the face.
He probably did.
Fuck.
He looked like it.
He looked like he killed a few people.
He had a fucking flame sleeve on his forearm
and neck tattoos.
Yeah, the guy was fucking.
And this was like 2007. He had neck tattoos.
No, this was like 2012 or 13 or something.
No.
Yeah, because 100%, because that was when I first met Ladies. That was when I first met Ladies out. That was about 2012.
Oh.
No.
Well, he was huge anyway. I think he was like 60.
Yeah, he was like 7'4", 350 pounds. Nothing I could have done about it.
And I just
on fire.
Pulled my groin. I just pulled my groin. As you all heard, I retired from the game. And Andrew hurt his back. And
your cousin was with us who just had dental surgery?
No, his wisdom teeth were inflamed.
Abscessed or something.
Abscessed, yeah. So it's like he's not getting punched, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like I said, it was a tough night for everyone involved. Egos were hurt, brains were hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a night. That was quite the night.
Zal was just after was the first or second or third time. There's the one when you're framing that pad on the back of that hillside up at Talus, I think it was. I saw the hammer throw from you.
Oh, it was on the job site. Oh, that's a normal thing. I'm a different beast on the job site.
Yeah, that was a different one for me because you're usually really cool, calm, and collected. And I saw that and I was like, ooh, this is interesting. This is a new side of Zal.
He's fucking terrifying when he's mad.
No, dude, this is what happened on that. I remember this now because I was building two houses back to back, the exact same house. Yeah. And I did one patio and I had it all shored up and was ready to go. And then it got really warm really quick. Like the whole hillside like melted within like 4 hours one day. It got like +10 in the middle of winter. And it all sagged and like the fucking concrete was coming in like half an hour. And it was a bad time. Construction brings the worst out of you. What was that? What was the other one?
The other one was just after you had finished renovating your basement and then your tenants had a couch they tried to move downstairs but didn't quite fit around the corner. And then we're like, well, we're only about an inch or what stuff away. But well, I could probably just sawzall the wall out a little bit and make it fit in the kitchen and then knock it up a little bit more too. Yeah, that'll work. So then we end up taking about 6 inches out. Still couldn't get it down there. And that was
a hammer throw.
That was an outside scream hammer throw. Yeah. Dude,
Kate, in my defense on this one, I just bought this house. We renovated it for like 3 months. It was all done, completely done.
Oh yeah.
And I was
was
like
nice.
I was already at like max level renovation stress where like nothing really worked out. You spent way more than you wanted to. You want it to be over so bad. And then as the last job, like, get this fucking couch down here. Fuck it. Like, let's cut this out. And then it still didn't come down and it all boils over. Nothing worse.
Hey, you had plenty of reason on that one for sure. I back you up. But again, it was like one of those rare moments where we see you flustered and
that's
Dan-
why I don't do construction.
Dan, what's the maddest you've ever been? Because I've lived with you for a year, but we were pretty much drunk the entire time, so I never saw you mad.
I'd say probably the Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
No, I bet you Dan's got a good rage in him, I bet.
Maddest I've ever been. I've never had to fight anybody. I've had people
It shows.
I've had people try to start. Oh, okay. So
dig. Have a belt. I can see.
I kid.
this
is the maddest Dan's ever been.
Yeah, here it comes.
When I was in the Navy and I was on my ship that I was on before, I just gotten off of mid-watch. So from midnight until 5 a.m. I had been on watch, and I was kind of sitting out and I was hanging out in our kind of office area that we had on the ship, and it was like the one computer for the whole division. So it's like, checking Facebook, checking email, whatever, right? So I saw this kid who's no, you can't because they watch that shit. They check on you. So this dude's in my division. I fucking hate this kid. Like, I fucking hate this guy so much. He comes in, or no, I walk in there. I walk into the check-in in the office, and this dude is fucking sleeping, and he's on watch. Like, he's supposed to be walking around the ship, checking certain areas of the ship for shit, and taking soundings of certain tanks, like whatever the water levels in certain tanks and all this shit. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. You're supposed to be on watch. And, the kid like wakes up, gets all up in my face, fucking starts like hitting at my hat. And he's like, man, fuck you. You can't tell me fucking what to do. I took it. He had his when you walk around, you gotta take a little like clipboard of logs, right? So you're taking your readings down, pen it down. I take his fucking logs and I said, look, dude, get the fuck out this office, or I'm gonna fucking put you in the ground, and you're not gonna get out.
Jesus,
get the fuck out.
Jesus.
Damn.
Is the tale from Lance Kincaid, or is this?
Damn.
So yeah, the kid walked out. It. Kid came back and apologized to me later. I was like, dude, you ever fucking do that again, I will fucking murder you.
Why were you so mad?
I will put
When,
you in the ground.
when you said you'd put him in the ground, did he say, well, we're on a boat, so?
I was like, I'll put you all through all 10 decks, and then I'll put you through the water into the fucking crust of the earth.
Dude, have you told the story before on a live stream? Because I just had the greatest case of deja vu, like 100%.
I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure.
I didn't have it until Andrew said that like we're on a boat, and I was like, wait, fuck, huge case
that's
of
probably
deja
the
vu.
maddest I've ever been.
I don't know, man. I think I would have remembered
one time I got off
giving
of
death
mid-watch
threats.
and they didn't have coffee, and I was really mad, and I was sitting on that. I've never had to fight anybody, but I was like, that was the maddest I've ever been. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you motherfuckers had so long to make coffee, and I'm just sitting there on the mess decks, like by myself. There's nobody else there, and I'm just sitting there with my coffee cup, my empty coffee cup, just staring at it, just like shaking with rage. Just like, what the fuck is
Spilling
my
everywhere?
fucking cup? No, there's no
See?
coffee, so there's no coffee in it. So I'm just fucking angry.
That's what I mean. I told you Dan has that secret rage. I knew it had it in him. He's got that.
I don't want anything to do with it.
I bet you Dan's one of those guys that could just pop your head like a tomato in a chokehold. Pop. There you go. Out cold instantly.
I don't want to even have anything to do with a guy who instantly escalates to murder. Like, that was his go-to. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing, like, I'm not gonna kick your ass. I'm not gonna beat you up. I'm gonna murder.
I'm gonna put you in the ground, motherfucker. Woo!
It's the maddest I've ever seen Andrew. It wasn't even a time where we should have been mad. We were at the gym, and there was this guy. We had been told there's this guy that goes to our gym that was hooking up with our buddy's girlfriend at the time. And this guy shows up at the gym, And like we're like, oh, should we say something to him? Like, should we just say he's an asshole or something? And halfway through the set, you're like, hey, like, you fucking asshole, said something to him, and he chewed you out. He was like, you fucking little bitch. And we were just about to do fucking a dumbbell bench press. And then you're like, you bitch, you think you're a bitch? And you grab the biggest fucking dumbbells, like 100-pounders each, and you're just pressing them, just looking at him. That's the maddest I ever seen you. It wasn't directed at him at all. You just showed off.
Just got
crazy.
mad, pumped iron.
Just let
And then
him
we
know.
had to call our buddy who's way tougher than us to come and help us at the gym in case this guy beat us up.
No, I remember I kicked his bench. He was going to go sit down on his bench, and I kicked his bench out.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you kicked his bench.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Suck it.
And then he
those
did
were
a-
one.
and
Those
he
were
did a bench
120s.
press.
120s,
Those were
bitch.
120s.
I was impressed. I was like, I don't think you can do these. He's like, yeah, I'll do them.
That's the mongoose rage, man. It's
The
all
rage.
show, no go.
Rage is power,
It's-
man. Rage is power.
It's like I don't
Player.
like the usual situations that where you would get in a fight. Like it's like usually like you're drunk or something. Like that's the only time I would really
Yep.
like you would expect somebody to get in a fight is like
Yep.
when they're drunk. But when I get drunk, I just get really super friendly. Like so it's like I'd just rather just it's like hey come on man let's hug it out rather I'm not gonna throw any punches or shit. But it's just like
No, Dan gets really drunk, really, really drunk, and then tells my Sanuk story.
yeah, and I tell
Yeah.
stories. Like it's just like. Like I don't know. I just like I don't know. I never.
That's
really
good
get it.
because when I get really drunk, I just try to use all the fucking wrestling moves I saw growing up, and it never ends well.
You did stun someone once in a bar.
Yeah. And
This
I
is 100%.
fucking almost gave a guy fucking sweet chin music, but he left.
Mm.
As soon as I grabbed the railing and started stomping the ground, he took off.
You know
No
what's
word of
coming.
lie, the guy was huge.
I was there, and to this day, I sometimes just that pops into my head of being like, how did that work? Would that just end up getting beat up afterwards because it was he looked perplexed at what he was doing. Then he had a look of like, oh, I know what's about to come, and I don't want any of it. And then he left. And this guy would have honestly pulled us both in half.
Oh yeah, he didn't want none, man. He did. I didn't even have to raise a leg. Just stomp
Because
the
sometimes
ground,
in my
man.
head, I
That's it.
try to replay it. Like, because we were the only people up there. But every now and then I'm like, did someone else come up the back stairs and just give him a point or something? You know what I mean? Like, not these two guys. Not
I
these
don't,
two
man.
guys.
Buddy, you know that guy watched wrestling in the 90s. He knew what he was in for. He didn't want
Yeah.
fucking nothing to do with it, man.
That's what my brain goes to too. It's like just some subconscious drunk in him goes like, oh, that's a finisher.
You see the guy.
Want
You
nothing
see
to
the
do
guy
with
walking around, throwing his hand up to his ear, just like,
Yeah.
oh shit, get the fuck out of here.
Buddy, he was hearing Sexy Boy playing in his ears, and he was fucking out of there. He wanted nothing to do with
And
it.
it was all slow. He's just
Woo!
Sexy Boy.
sexy boy. He's not your boy toy.
Boy toy.
Sexy boy.
I gotta PM and smoke a bowl, and then maybe we'll take some YouTube questions or something. We'll do some
Yeah, all
do
right.
some, do
Shoot
some
questions into
hypotheticals.
YouTube.
Do some hypotheticals. We'll
100%.
be right back. Keep going.
Yeah.
You can beak me if you want.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Zell
As
sucks.
soon as he gets back, let's pretend we can't hear him. He'll lose his fucking mind.
He's gonna throw a hammer.
He's gonna shut down the stream. Like fuck this.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "What do you mean?
Wanna
It's
go
not-
home?
It should be working."
I'm gonna get
He's
my
like-
gun.
you see
and
his
shoot
mouth,
those
like-
guys.
We can't see your mouth, mate. Like, we can't hear you. You're talking,
Yeah.
but we can't actually hear what's going on.
See you saying stuff.
Probably the worst. There's one I was thinking about when I was taking a piss and getting beer. Probably one, like, I've never been in a fight, which is surprising because on the footy
Yeah.
pitch,
I've seen you drunk. It is surprising, dude. We are the exact same drunk, the worst kind of drunks, and I get beat up
Oh,
all
man.
the time.
but I'm just all smiles. I don't know.
No, you are not all smiles,
When?
dude. That night when we were going for poutine,
B&H.
yeah, you were on a different level. dude.
Yeah, but no one's like, there's no point punching me because you just push me, I'll fall over.
Yeah.
Oh
No.
man,
Bothered
that's the
doing that.
thing though. Is Braden's got the most punchable face ever, and then you get a little bit of fucking liquor in him, and I don't know anyone who's been beat up more than he has drunk.
Oh, dude.
No, it's the truth. It's the fucking
Punch
truth.
in the head. So I'm like Homer Simpson when I'm drunk. Just take the punches.
Yeah, he gets
Eat
the
'em.
shit
Eat 'em.
kicked
Eat
all the
those
time.
punches.
That's unfortunate.
There was a good run. I mean, I haven't been beat up in a long time, but there was a running time there where it felt like every couple of weeks I was getting beat up drunk.
Now, you know what? You
that.
get beat up sober too. You do.
It's true. Yeah.
you
Anytime
do.
I'm getting a fight, I'm getting beat up.
That's fair.
I've been good. Like I've thankfully been very lucky. The one time I do remember is I was at a music festival for New Year, and my brother, younger one, came up to me and he had his whole eye was split open. He'd been punched, which isn't surprising. He's a little shit. And then because it was like these guys were just kicking the ball around, and they hit him. He just kicked away, and they just come up and basically just fucking coward punched him. And then I just, for whatever reason, saw red. I tried to find these guys, and they'd pieced out because they thought, fuck, we split this guy open, someone's going to come and find us. And I searched for a fair while, couldn't find them. But it's the only time I'd really ever thought that I can remember clearly, like, if I find these guys, I'll throw down. Like, just funny because, like, playing sport, my job was to be the fucking pest or the shadow. And
Okay, hold on. How you know what? I'm gonna call it right there. You were obviously not a good pest.
What sport?
Oh, yeah.
What sport are we talking?
AFL, Australian football.
Oh, I didn't like to draw penalties and shit.
Yeah. Okay. So like the best player, my job was to chase them, shadow them, or we call it a tag, like your fucking clothes, and just make sure they don't get the ball. So a really good tag is worse than what like they'll like little pinches, pulling on the shirt, shit like that, like right there. I would just go, hey mate, hey, like always happy, and the other team would always have their big guys, bigger fellas to try and fucking hit me out of the way and put me down. So then their good player can get the ball and utilize it and run away. But I was like fucking Gumby. I'd just like bounce and jump back up and be smiling. And they're like, you fucking, like, are you okay in the head? I'm like, I think so. I'm not too sure. I feel good.
Kill him with kindness, eh?
Oh, mate, just smiling the whole time. Like, you're not fucking right. Like, possibly. And then like it just do their head in. Like it got to the stage where playing the same league would play the team like 3 times in the one season, and the guys I'd go back on there and they're like, fuck, not you again. Like I'm sick of you. Don't talk to me. Don't like. I was nice.
No, you're right. It works. I remember every time playing football or anything, guys trying to have a conversation with me, and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up, man! You're on the other team." Like,
wait,
buddy, I don't want any friends, man.
Is Byron like the Australian Brad Marchand?
I don't know if Zell's mouth's moving or something. I can't hear him.
Going on.
Zell, I think you're muted, buddy.
And then
Go ahead,
no,
so
not muted.
And then like they'd always try and hit me, but always just bounce back and get up and like smile, like, "Are you fucking right, buddy?" And then it was like I was a good tag because I was polite, respectful, but annoying, not dirty. And like my coaches would always say to me, fucking punch them, stomp on their feet and shit. I'm like, I can't do it. Like I tried to be that. I don't want to say that.
Can you hear me?
And then I just couldn't do it. I just
Can't
had
hear
to be
at all?
me running around. And
So be yourself,
like,
man.
Well, that's the thing. Like I'd get in like a wrestle and a tough with guys, really, like little like jumper punching type situation, but never an actual fight. Which, touch wood, still good.
Nice. No, I get beat up a lot in sports, so it's a good idea.
Yeah. Andrew, the only time Andrew tries to fight is to like little man syndrome, the biggest guy.
No, that's just who wants. That's just the way it goes, man. If I'm gonna get in a fight, I might as well fucking I'm not gonna say no. And the big guys always want to talk shit, so I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. I don't give a shit. I'll get punched in the face. Fuck that. Well, man, when sports, I don't give a shit. I'll fight in sports. You're not gonna die.
No.
Hey, can you hear me? Anybody hear me?
My first lacrosse game, I fought the biggest guy in the league.
No one can hear me?
Yeah, it was hilarious. He was the fattest
I didn't even know what the
guy
fuck
of
I
all
was
time.
doing. The guy
So
was
you
like
trying to talk?
Yeah, I'm trying to talk.
I hear his lips moving, but I don't hear what he's saying.
You hear my lips?
Moving, eh?
I hear his lips moving. Listen to when I talk. I don't want to repeat myself.
Can you hear me now? Hello? No. No good.
Well, Zell, can you hear us? If you can hear us, you probably need to fucking sign out and sign back in or something.
No,
this is working, buddy.
Oh, it'll crash everything.
Wow.
I don't know.
Nod, can you hear us? We can't hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah,
you.
he's not. So he can hear us.
I can. It's all right. I'll read his lips. Zell, tell us what you want to say. I'll read your lips.
No, this is
You're all so cool. I love you all. You're my favorite people in the whole world.
Something like I want to suck your blood. I'll be out tonight. Transylvania. That's all I heard. That's all I got.
Fucking vampire. I'm not a human.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know.
My skin is translucent. It's just the way it is.
Yes.
Stop making fun of me for it. Or I'll go home and get my gun.
I'm reading the comments and I'm getting. You're all about to die.
Yeah, I'm going to kill you all. You're my favorite people in the whole world. I love you. Vacuum.
Something elephant shoes. God, some elephant shoes. I don't know. I think I can.
Buddy, what the fuck's going on?
That's so weird.
Can you hear me? Can the audience hear me? Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Nope. Hello? Hello?
Andrew?
Hello?
Yeah.
What was your sport growing up? Was it hockey or lacrosse?
Neither. I didn't play lacrosse till I was a grown ass man.
Oh, you played rugby, didn't you?
I boxed and I played football and I played rugby.
Football.
Football, American football.
Gridiron. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then that's what I did that. I played for preseason in SFU and I blew up my shoulder and I was depressed. And then this fucking fat kid at work convinced me to come out and play lacrosse because I had nothing else going for me. And then, you know.
Yeah. And I was just a little. I was just a little chunky.
Yeah.
Robust, I think we call it. Right.
This fat guy that kept on telling me he could beat me in a race.
I could. I still
no,
could.
You couldn't. No, I dusted
Can you hear me?
And I'll dust you
Hello?
right now.
Buddy, I'm like an alligator.
You ain't shit.
You wouldn't expect it to move this fast on land,
hey, listen,
but it does.
Yeah. You're quick for a bigger guy, for somebody who's rotund, but that doesn't mean shit.
I mean, hippos move pretty quick on land.
Yeah, but we're talking about a hippo
truck.
versus a cheetah here.
What is Zell doing?
What's Zell doing? Why are you giving us the double barrels?
Is he trying?
Because he's going home and get his gun. All right, joke's over.
He's saying fuck.
He's getting
Fuck
angry.
you. We're dead. He's giving us. It's a joke. Now we've been able to hear you the whole time. Don't kill us.
You can't hear me. You're a bunch of fucks.
We can't hear you.
We can hear you.
There's no chance. Are you for real? Are you for real? That's awesome. There's no way that's real.
Yeah, it's for real.
Ah,
As
that's
soon as he
good.
left, we were like, when he comes back, let's pretend we can't hear his audio.
Oh, the fucking chat's in on it too. Those little fucks.
Yeah. Fucking, y'all
No,
know.
that's a good one.
They sold it. The chat
They-
sold it.
Chat sold it. Chat sold it.
That
Nice
was
job,
the
everyone.
best because
I heard you the whole time, you motherfuckers. Oh shit.
Mission accomplished.
Dude.
Back to base for
You know,
cocktails.
because you know what's going through my mind. I got back and I smoked a huge bong rip, massive. And I got back and I went, you know what? Maybe they can't hear me. Maybe I did something. I'm just gonna not do anything. I don't whatever. I gotta sit here. That's what was going through my mind. I was like, maybe I just got so stoned that I pushed something that I don't know what I pushed. So I'm just gonna leave it. I guess I don't know.
Nailed it.
Hey, Andrew, How good is it to be on the other side of the joke this time?
This is nothing. This is fucking nothing. Just wait.
All right. Well, that was compared to Ouija, not even close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what though? The worst part is I fucking knew it. I saw you press the button.
Yeah, all you
called it out.
motherfuckers
I
in
said
chat.
it's-
Wait, chat. Chris Mott, Peach Briss, Zeki, disappeared.
dead to me.
You're all it's over. No more Theory of the Week. You're on my blacklist. I'm putting it down.
Listen, go on Patreon right now. I know we ship you stuff. Delete your addresses. He will find you.
I can't believe you guys played. That was a long joke. That's a long
Yeah,
joke.
it's a long play, man. You gotta sell it.
And you got
Hey,
it was
you can't
perfect.
You can't even say that. We played Ouija for a fucking hour and a half, fucking knowing the whole thing was rigged from the second we started.
You know what? I forgot. I got more important things to do tonight. Fuck you guys.
Dude, that was I've listened to that one a couple times. It's cold.
I'm surprised. I haven't heard anybody mention it though, which I think is fucking hilarious because I don't think it's as good as you guys think it was. Maybe people sympathize with me and think it was just a cruel fucking game. Maybe that's what it is.
It's brought shame to all of us.
Well, no, 'cause the best part about that is because if anybody fucking listened to that case file, they sure as fuck wouldn't have voted me the #1 guy to have in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripping my headphones off. Fucking
Dude, my favorite part
talking
about
about Harry Potter.
my favorite part about the joke was when you got freaked out like the first time really bad, and you point at me like, "What the fuck does that say in the corner? What does that say in the corner? What the fuck does that say in the corner?" And I was
Yeah,
like, "Nothing,
you
man.
said,
That's part of the
"Buddy,
show.
I
It's
know
part
you're
of the show."
pushing buttons. I know it.
Because
You
I
called it.
fucking saw you press a button, and I'm such a little fucking bitch that I still bought it. Fuck!
Well, it was believable because I was like, "Oh, it's part of the show, man. That's why I'm doing the audio."
Yeah, and I couldn't read Ouija
No,
because
I knew.
didn't realize
I know
what it was.
because I knew it because I'm like, there's nothing. You pressed a button and nothing happened. I'm like, there's you know what I mean? Like you're pressing a fucking soundtrack for something. Oh man, it would have been so much cooler if I would have been like, no, this is dumb. You guys are fucking with me. Fuck you guys. But instead, I was a little bitch. I'll tell you what, it's the last time I played fucking Ouija.
Yeah, right. You're always playing. You're always
If
playing.
you got questions for us, you can shoot them in the YouTube chat. We'll read them, answer them, whatever. But we're 100% playing Ouija again.
Oh.
Yeah.
And now the stakes are up. It's like, can we get him again?
No, legit. Next time we play Ouija, it's not gonna be Ouija. It's gonna be I'm gonna order the demon board. Yep.
So
Demon
what's the
board.
difference with that one? Does fucking like Hasbro make this one? Or?
No, this
No,
one's fucking
Hasbro doesn't make
handcrafted
that
with
one.
real blood, motherfucker. That's what this one's
Oh,
about.
yeah.
What? You
Yep.
buy one of those.
It's not legal to buy, Dan. You're right. It's not legal, but we're
You're
gonna get
make
one.
one.
That's
Black market.
probably a better option to make our own.
That but it doesn't count. You need like fully possessed or some shit. Like we got to.
Oh,
like,
we could figure a way to make it possessed. It'll be all right.
just go down to Leon, get someone to like bless.
You could do that.
I'm not playing Ouija on Leon Avenue. Fuck.
Buddy, playing it in the fucking bushes was way scarier than playing it with some junkies.
I don't know.
Dude, you 100%. You're gonna
Dude,
get some
everybody
coming up.
knows
Be like, I played
junkies.
that. I remember playing
Buddy,
that.
Junkies are
I've
more
got like
scared of you
this.
than you are of them. It is what
No,
it is.
that's not
You
Yeah,
gotta make it.
because I
yeah,
know
you
I'm
gotta
make
scared
yourself
of them
look bigger.
because I've been
Like you
chased
gotta
by some.
Like,
Yeah.
look bigger.
I work
Okay.
in Junkie Central. The uniform might scare them more. I don't know.
No, I'm 100% way more scared of them than they are of me.
No, they don't scare me.
You gotta make yourself look bigger. So you open up your jacket, make a lot of
Yeah.
noise, and they'll take off.
You know what? Oh no. Okay. We could have tested that, Andrew. We could have tested your theory if you were with us in LA when my scooter started to die in Skid Row. Because let me tell you something.
Okay.
Let me tell you something, brother. I was pumping that scooter hard, getting the hell out of there, hard.
Dude, that was
I'm not talking about American junkies. That's a different story. I'm talking about Canadian
never felt like a
junkies.
more nerdy, soft white guy riding a scooter than I did in LA when the battery powered scooter died. I was like, oh,
Dude, what were we thinking? What were we thinking being that drunk? Hop on the scooters, rip around downtown, and then into Skid Row with scooters that were dying.
Well, you guys just left me in the dust.
Well,
Cruising
first,
12 miles an hour.
no, dude. First, me and you got scooters. We left Dan. We're like, Dan, there's one around the corner.
Yeah, I was like, guys are zipping around looking for scooters. I'm just like walking down the sidewalk, like, okay, and they keep looking for scooters. I'm like, dude, you guys, you can go home or something.
There's none down here. There's none down here.
Dan, wait here.
I'm gonna go look over here. I'm gonna go check the next like 10 blocks. We'll be back, and it just take off.
We leave Dan downtown LA. We just zip around looking for scooters for him, but we just leave him for like 20 minutes.
We found one.
Yeah, we had a scooter back 5 minutes. Like, Dan, there's one like 12 blocks up. We'll meet you there.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
No, we tried to double. Me and Dan doubled. It was equally dangerous. It was hard to balance two people on a scooter.
We'll see.
I was obviously the big spoon on the scooter. No, I was a little spoon.
You're a little spoon.
Dan was on the back.
It's easy to double.
I forgot about that. I forgot we doubled up on that fucking scooter. I was like, how are these things not illegal? Like,
I remember thinking that when we first got there, like seeing people rip down there, like, there's no way people don't get run over by these on a regular basis. Later that night, we're on the scooters.
Around the time now.
Kelowna what? Missed that.
Kelowna has like those little fucking electric scooters shit, but like they're not the little like tiny little scoot bikes, but like motorbike scooter that electric that the kids rock around on with their freaking push bike helmet on.
Right.
And they're like, yeah, I'm a motorbike rider. Yeah, broom broom. I'm like, fuck off, little man. Like, 20.
Fuck off, little man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Like, no, you're gonna fucking hurt yourself. You're just a liability. And like, hey, you want to come for a ride on my bike, chick? Yeah. Fucking.
You sound jealous.
Mate, have you seen my new bike? Hell no. Bitches are jealous of me.
Byron sold and bought a motorbike all within like 2 hours. Sold his old one, bought a new one within 2 hours. He knew exactly what he was getting.
Sold my truck and then bought a bike within 3.
It's good. It was a good weekend. Good weekend.
The fucking table. It was like in my pocket from my truck, and the new motorbike was at home. Yeah, within 3 hours. Hand to hand. Fuck. Oh, so happy with it. Took it for another rip today. Did 140 Ks on it. So much fun.
All right, so we got at least one question. You guys all have a favorite cryptid?
Oh,
dude, it's not even a question for me.
Fun, yep.
Dracula.
He means dad.
This is getting out of control. Out of control. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. It's fucking vampires.
Fucking vampires aren't cryptids.
Yeah, sure they are.
They don't count as cryptids.
I think
Bigfoot.
I'll go Bigfoot or Ogopogo. I've always been fascinated with Ogopogo because of living.
This is local.
Yeah, by Okanagan Lake. Like that was way more prominent as a kid than hearing Bigfoot stories was hearing Ogopogo stories and Ogopogo sightings.
I get that.
It's a deep ass lake, man. So they don't even know the real bottom in a few parts. Yep. It goes right to the ocean. These things connect right to the ocean. Ogopogo is a breeding family, North America wide, attaching to all these other lakes. A bunch of pogos in all these lakes in North America. They're all attached underground. Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
The fact that like was it the Japanese or the Chinese that came over with submarines to try and like locate the Ogopogo and like map out the.
Dude, there's been a few things. There's been like Monster Quest came here, looking for Ogopogo. Yeah. They found a dead salmon. Those fucking idiots. They found legit. Monster Quest came here. They trolled the lake. They pulled up this thing that didn't look like a fish. Turns out it was just a decomposing salmon, and it was nothing to do with anything. And that was the whole episode.
Well played, guys. Well played.
They didn't even do a good job of the angle. They just this is a fish. Sorry. Like, you didn't keep the legend alive.
Oz is like kind of like the extinct animals, or like not really cryptids, but like the Black Panthers. The like the stories of animals that escape from the zoo or from the circus, traveling circus that are out there still killing and like getting people, or like the Tassie tiger. Stuff
Oh,
like
the thylacine.
I need to look up how many cases there are of like large animals escaping from traveling circuses, because I know people always want to use that as like an excuse for like there's that string of like large cat sightings like back in the 70s and 80s and in the UK and stuff, and people were like, oh, they could have been escaped from the zoo, and I'm like, wait, like if you're a zoo and you lost a fucking cat, everybody would know about that.
You'd think everyone should know about it at least.
Hey, sweep that shit under the rug, man.
Recently, I'd say it was 2018, 19, where it's a guy I used to go to school with, and I wouldn't say that he's like batshit crazy, nor even just normal crazy, but he had a video of this cat out in the bush, and he's known to go out hunting and getting wood and all that sort of shit, and he had it and he sent it in to the news, and it was decent footage of this big black cat, and there's been talk of this big black panther in my region where I grew up, and the fact that it came from him made me think, shit, maybe there actually is something out there. Is it just a big domestic cat, or is it actually something bigger where it's a fucking full black panther just that had allegedly escaped from a circus? And yeah, that's that sort of shit where I'd love to fucking know what's legit on it for sure.
Yeah, I think there's always weird shit. Yeah, seeing a Tasmanian tiger pop back up would be cool. Like if that
would
was
be pretty dope.
Keeps becoming, I don't know. That's the one thing. That's one of those that never really dies, because people are like, oh, I've seen one. I mean, they could be just like emaciated dogs because they look like dogs. Like
they're a dog.
Well, there's that guy that came on Rogan said he's going out hunting again for the thylacine, and he's the guy that found that fucking supposed extinct tortoise and all that other shit, and he thinks there's a really good chance he's going to find one, which would be pretty cool.
But you would have to have a couple. You have to have a male and female out there, because how many years, like when they killed them off, that's fucking years ago now. Like for those things,
you need a breeding population.
Talking like dog years, be it
dog years,
whatever it is. Like it's a fucking long time, man. For those things going on, like there'd have to be a couple out there similar to Bigfoot, just hiding out, doing a really good job.
Or
it's all just fucking bullshit.
Or it's all a simulation, and people are just programming those animals into the lakes every once in a while. Put one in there. It lasts about like 4 hours. A few people see it. It disappears. Fucks with your brain. I'm telling you.
No,
that's why Bigfoot tracks. Bigfoot tracks. Bigfoot will be striding through the woods. No other tracks. Just Bigfoot tracks. Bigfoot tracks in the snow, and then they disappear. People are like, where the fuck the tracks go? They're like, oh, you must have climbed a tree. But they never find where the tracks come down. It's because Bigfoot, some people claim, is an interdimensional being. True story.
Or an alien.
Yes. That could work.
I still like the Bigfoot is an alien theory. I still like that one.
Or a different, lives in or operates in another dimension. And
I don't like that
with
one.
our
I
dimension
I hate that
every
theory.
so often.
That theory fucking sucks. I was like, nope, he could be an alien. That's fine.
Attitude.
Interdimensional being shit is like, no, that's dumb.
Why is that dumb?
I don't know, Dan. Is there any berry bushes in space? Are there any fucking little creeks? Anything like that? No.
Where's the boulder fields?
Missing 401.
We don't know.
Boulder fields, Dan.
You don't know.
Yeah, where's the boulder fields?
Boulder fields.
Yeah.
Boulders,
Bullshit.
obviously.
Fairies.
Fields of them.
Fairies in the boulders. That's what's happening. Fairies in the boulders. The Bigfoots.
The boulders
all
are
connected.
Do not forget about the berries.
Berry
Okay,
bushes.
Do we have any other questions? Who gave us that question? That's a good question.
I forgot what the question was, to be honest.
Yeah, what was
Aaron
the question?
Lee.
What was the
What's
question
our
again?
favorite cryptid?
Oh, favorite.
Well,
Hey, wait, what?
What's
You
our
never let me say my favorite cryptid.
You don't believe in anything.
Well, I need 2 minutes to Google what a cryptid is first. Hold on.
Just make one up. Make a cryptid up right now. Just make one up. Give
No,
us
man,
give us
I
his backstory
like
and everything.
Chupacabra. I like fucking the Jersey Devil. I think that's a fucking cool one.
Pick one or the other.
I like the Mothman too, actually. I'm a
Oh
big
yeah,
Mothman.
Mothman's fucking cool.
Them
What
antennas.
what's the frog one again?
Frog.
The Lapland.
Oh, what about the fucking the fucking Florida fucking cabbage monkey?
Swamp.
Cabbage man.
Swamp ape.
Cabbage swamp man.
Swamp ape.
Yeah.
Swamp monkey.
Something like that. Swamp monkey. That's what it was.
Swamp ape.
Swamp donkey. It's my favorite cryptid right there.
Hey, someone in the chat said my husband's in the woods all the time. He never seen a Bigfoot. Hey, doesn't mean he's not real. Keep looking.
Yeah.
Bigfoot is the king of social distancing. The king.
According to Facebook.
That right there, that you're seeing on the camera, that's Millie. That's a stone cold killer.
That's a fucking murderer.
Oh my.
That's a stone cold killer. That
Cat. Yeah, house cat's number one killer in the whole
Cold-blooded,
world.
man.
Number one killer in
This
the whole
guy's
world.
next level though, man. He kills squirrels. He kills snakes. He kills fucking everything.
It's a fucking
So
murderer.
it was other one was okay. Here's a good one.
Oh,
if you
look at-
you could see a Harry and the Hendersons reboot, would you like it to be a rom-com, a horror, or an action thriller?
Horror for
Co-starring-
sure.
Co-starring Steven Seagal.
What?
Wait.
An action thriller, but apparently it has to co-star Steven Seagal. I guess that's part of the deal.
Oh, horror. 100% horror.
I'd like to see Steven Seagal go 1v1.
I don't know
with
how
Harry.
it. Yeah, I'm trying to think how
I'd
the
be into that.
rom-com works. Do you mean like would it be like a rom-com? You mean with like somebody is attracted to a Sasquatch? Like
Yeah,
attract-
a lady named Sally. So it's when Harry met Sally. It started the Hendersons, man. It's all
that's
good.
pretty.
Well, it'd have to be like
Funny. Probably horror. There are a couple.
Buddy,
good
that would be
Bigfoot
such a good
movies.
plot. A family takes in this murderous Bigfoot that's killing people in the neighborhood, and they're keeping it under wraps because they've fallen in love with it, but it's murdering people in the neighborhood.
But
The
it's
whole
their
family is
Bigfoot.
falling in love
Their
with it.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. Maybe they have one son, like the youngest son's like, he's killing people. He's murdering the neighborhood kids. And the dad's like, but we took him in.
He's one of ours
He's-
now.
He's one of us. We have to teach
He's
him.
a Henderson, goddammit.
He's and then he slaps him.
He's not a cryptid. He's family.
He's a
He's a
Henderson.
fam.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
I just like, but here's the catch. Exact same suit. No update on the suit.
That's a good suit, though.
That is a good suit. It's terrifying.
It's a
Yeah,
solid,
'cause
it's a
nowadays-
solid practical effects suit. Like
They
it.
try to go fucking CGI and ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that always
Go with the
messes it up.
suits. Go with the fucking costumes.
I saw test shots of the when Steven Spielberg was making Jurassic Park. They thought that the backup idea was to use stop motion animation if the animatronics and like the CGI didn't work out. And I saw like it looked bad. I think it looked real bad.
Oh, it worked. It's crazy though, because that shit still holds up perfectly.
Oh, it's good. Like, yeah, the animatronics and the CGI and fucking thing. Like maybe like some of the thing. I think the worst part is, the one that doesn't hold up the most is when they're running, like when they see all the dinosaurs like running through the field, like running through that area. Like that part doesn't hold up, but everything else is fucking great. It's all good. But I don't know. Like, yeah, you wouldn't have to use a different suit from the Harry and the Hendersons suit. I don't think it gets any
it
better.
the same.
No, man.
Keep it
That
the
fucking
same.
smile and shit would be terrifying. You put that in a horror movie? Oh man, that'd be creepy.
Yeah, he just starts collapsing rib cages with one punch and like fucking throwing people over houses and shit.
Oh no, I don't even.
With
think
a
he'd
smile
punch
on his
people.
face.
Yeah,
He wouldn't punch people because he's like an ape, right? So he just pull you limb from limb,
just
Jesus.
like
arms out of
off
sockets,
and
just
shit.
pop.
No, it's just like because I don't know what they don't like pull stuff apart. I think monkeys is like they just like would smash you with their forearms because their forearms weigh like a fucking ton, and it's just like Like, just crush all your bones.
Just bludgeon you to death with their arms.
Just start with the head, please.
Let's start a Kickstarter to remake Harry and the Hendersons, starring all of us.
And John Lithgow. At least John Lithgow.
Yeah. With the
there's
same suit.
there's a fucking mini little Sasquatch right there.
Oh, we're putting dags on the cam.
Dags
We got
on the
a dag
cam.
right here.
That's
There's
fucking
a
Archie.
little dag right
Archie,
there.
look at the camera. Look at the camera, bitch. Look here.
He doesn't care.
He doesn't
Say
give a
hi,
fuck.
Archie.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Say hi.
Oh, wait. Andrew's got one. What do we got? Is it
We got
Axel? Axel?
Axel.
Your camera's so small. What's up? Let's make it bigger.
What else we got here for questions? Who says? Someone says, "Let's fight for the belt." I'm retired.
He's retired. Didn't you hear? He's fucking retired.
I told this story. I retired. I'm retired the champ.
Oriana, dinosaurs real or fake? What's the opinion there? Oh my god, we could go for a while on dinosaurs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're fake. 100% they're fake. Dinosaurs are fake as fuck.
Fuck off. Fuck off. You fucking fuck.
Okay.
They're real. Dinosaurs are real.
Fake.
Fuck off, you fucking fuck.
They dug them out of bones, Dan. They found a
They've
fucking
got
slab
bones,
of
they've
slab
got
of rock.
skin, They've got that
Nope.
whole thing that they pulled out a couple like what was it, 1 or 2 years ago. They have a huge the casting of the ankylosaur. Like
Oh, Dan, I can't believe that bullshit. They cut these things out of rock. They make them up. They're artists. A paleontologist is nothing more than an artist that chisels rock to resemble an ancient creature. You're falling for the trap, Dan. You're falling for the trap. I can't believe this.
Like you said, an ancient creature. It's not a make-believe creature. It's an ancient creature. So you're wrong, Zell.
Well,
No, you're all wrong. Not make-believe.
They're trying to hide God.
Hiding
That's all
them.
it is. They're trying to hide God.
Hiding fucking God. Just one God,
They're
though.
trying to hide God.
The weird thing I found about the anti-dinosaur thing is that it's just one. They're hiding it from one God. They're forgetting about all the other ones.
I mean, they're pretty much only one God away from being atheists too, which is pretty cool.
I love that reference. Like you know what?
Right?
If you
amazing.
believe in God and you're a Christian or like if you're a Catholic, you're a Christian. You're only one God away from being an atheist. Like, you're only one God away. There could be 3,000 other ones. I don't believe in those ones. I just don't believe in that one extra one. But if one from being away from an atheist.
But if he doesn't help me with the lottery Friday, I'm done.
I'm done with it.
Yeah, no
That's
shit.
it. He's the last one.
I'm down to my last God.
Who we got? ATT Trailer Park Boys. Andrew and his Rickyisms is clearly Ricky. Who's everyone else?
That's the greatest compliment I've ever gotten in my
That's a
entire
great
fucking
fucking
life.
compliment. It is.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the best compliment I've
I
ever
think
gotten in my life.
Braden right now with this with his fucking sleeveless shirt, he's gotta be Julian. It's gotta be Julian.
Stupid sexy Julian.
Stupid sexy Julian over here.
Stupid sexy Julian.
Oh, you know what that leaves you? Hey, you know what that leaves you guys, right?
Well, I'm good. Judging by my alcohol intake tonight,
Corey and Trevor.
Leahy.
I'm Leahy. I'm Leahy
Leahy
tonight.
for sure.
I'm Leahy tonight
Buddy,
for
listen,
sure.
he's fucking pod supervisor. You know Zell's the pod supervisor. And Dan is the assistant to the pod supervisor.
That's great.
100%.
Braden has always been Julian. Yes, that's true.
Stupid sexy Julian.
Hold up your glass, Julian. What do you got?
I got
Better have a rum and coke in there.
It's Corona time.
Oh shit. All right, I fucking
I'm tested positive.
I fucking blew past Mother Goose's fucking curfew here. I gotta get going.
All right. Sounds good.
Any
brother.
other questions, or can I frig off?
No, good night, sweet prince.
Frig off, Ricky.
All right,
Frig off, brother.
Frig off.
friggin' off, eh?
Frig off.
Oh yeah, I can keep his face. Oh, it's not that good of a face though. Too bad.
No.
I'm Mother Goose, as
If you could.
Andrew is actually chatting to Mrs. Zell right now via Skype or FaceTime. So I'm good.
Oh, they're chatting right now?
They're doing a little Skype date, her and your
Everyone's
downstairs.
trapped indoors. Everyone's freaking out, just calling everyone they can. Just like, talk to me,
Here's,
bitch. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Got another one. Cody Dixon. If you could prove one conspiracy, what would it be?
If I could
I want to
prove
know
one,
pyramids. Tell me the pyramids. I want to know the actual, legit truth. What the fuck went down?
100% accurate truth of how they were built, who did it, and why.
That would do me. That would do me 100% fucking satisfied.
Conspiracy. I don't know if it's conspiracy, but I would love to know what happened actually at the Younger Dryas. If there was an actual comet.
That's like history, though. That's not
I
like
know,
a
but that's what I want to know the most. Conspiracy. I'm gonna go into. All this Corona stuff really sent me down the fucking conspiracy rabbit hole. So I want to know 9/11 full truth, 100%, 100% full truth.
9/11 bigger one too.
Everything, 100% accurate. What really happened and when, timelines, who knew, who didn't. Let's hear it. Let's go.
Okay, you know what? Actually, past, like history, pyramids, present, 9/11.
Oh, double history. Okay, I'll take double history too. I'm going Younger Dryas. What smashed the Earth? And 9/11. What happened there? Full disclosure.
Good. I like it. Good.
Let's do it.
Dan, go.
Conspiracy I could prove.
Good question.
It's a good question because it's like now I have to think of like an actual conspiracy that I'm like, yeah, I want to know what happens, as opposed to like, yeah, I'm pretty sure what happened. Probably
Round Earth.
Around Earth. That's a really hard one. Like, I don't know. Like something. It's gonna be something good.
Russian meddling.
Oh yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, I'd like. Yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's
and to the extent.
Yeah, like what like really went down.
What is IRA, like Internet Research Agency? I want to know what the real fucking shit is. I want to know how hard they're pushing, how much they are involved.
Yeah, what really went down, what really happened
everywhere.
Fuck,
what their reach is. I want
huge.
That. Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna say. I don't want to say ones that you've already said because obviously we've said good ones. I'm gonna do different ones. So a historical one, I would love to be, like, know what happened. Like just to be handed the box of all the JFK files, everything that happened.
Just a full
unredacted,
full event,
right?
Everything word for word.
Full event. I get full access. I untouched. It's to me unredacted. I get to read it all. Be fascinating. That's my historical one. The new one, I would love to like know for a fact, like who's in control of the government, like who is the money funding political parties, like, and because we talked about with the misinformation and hyper normalization, like there's people funding everyone. So it's like there's funding Democrats, funding Republicans. It'd be nice to just be like, and here's all the balancing books. I keep seeing Andrew, and Andrew just always looks like he's like about to just be like, that's stupid, bro. That's stupid.
That's stupid. That's gonna be a meme. Someone's gonna post that as a meme for sure.
That's stupid, bro. That's what he looks like.
I want to give it. I want to give another answer. I want to give another answer. I want to know the real story behind Bob Lazar. That motherfucker. That motherfucker with some aliens. The guy fucking with some alien craft, or is he disinformation government, or is he somewhere in the middle? What the fuck's up with Bob Lazar?
I still think he's somewhere in the middle. I think he's lied about some. He's stretched the truth on some parts of his story, and maybe it's not as extravagant, but I think he saw some weird shit.
The more I listen to that guy, like what's his name, Richard Doty, the guy who's like, I was purposely involved in misinformation or disinformation with UFOs. I'm like, So right around the same time that Bob Lazar was saying this shit, and Bob Lazar never really said anything else except he did that. Was Bob Lazar just fucking around? And that's why his like education stories and everything don't add up, and no one ever questions them because they're actually such bullshit that he was really just part of that whole thing. Or was he like really legit, and he just for whatever reason doesn't remember getting a master's degree
Well,
and
the thing
whatever.
is like if you come out with this like UFO stuff, and I mean, you have to think at it even from a government point of view, because like you said, it was at the same time as like Richard Doty and all them were coming out, and now it's come out that the U.S. Air Force was like, no, we were actually using him to provide disinformation as a cover for our, stealth aircraft programs and things like our testing.
They're
test
real
flights and things like that.
UFOs. They're real UFOs.
And what would they have to gain by keeping him quiet? They have everything to gain from just letting him do his thing. Be like, yeah, make all these weird claims and do all that stuff, and we don't have to say anything about it. Like, if they really wanted that guy quiet, they would have quieted him. They would have silenced him. But it's like, no, they have much more to gain just by letting him do what he's doing.
Like just let him say it. Like he's just saying whatever. It adds color
to
the
thing.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah, it just adds to that. It adds to that whole like getting the public to kind of doubt what's real and what's not real. Because then if they prove him as a, he had enough, whatever you want to call it, like cultural social clout that people believed him or whatever, he kind of set up a convincing story and people believed him at some point. Enough people believed him, and then they just kind of kept going with it. And the U.S. government probably just thought it was like, well, we'll just let him keep going, let him keep doing what he's doing. Doesn't hurt us at all.
Yeah, I don't know. And if I really start thinking, I'll fucking just keep naming and naming and naming. Is there any other questions that were rolling around there?
I'm looking through the thing. No.
Is there anyone else watching, or has everyone got bored?
Yeah.
Everyone went to bed.
Well, it's like 1 a.m. on the East Coast now, so it's like people.
It's fucking quarantine time, mate. There is no time.
Everybody's in quarantine. Where you gotta go?
Yeah. You gotta go in the morning.
No, some people are essential workers. Some of our listeners are essential workers. They're essential to the country, and they're essential to us.
Everything is essential.
Because we love you.
Yeah, we're really finding out what the real essential workers are right now.
I love all the, because I'm on a few
grocery store
book teaching memes and stuff. It's like, hey, parents are going to find out real quickly how much.
Oh, yeah. I see that one.
Are required. And was one like, oh, do you remember when you need to go to the toilet, make sure you have somebody to supervise your students whilst you go to the washroom. Day 3 of quarantine, we have 2 students who are suspended and 1 teacher on misconduct for drinking on the job.
That's great.
Times that by 25 kids to potentially 30. And welcome to the real job.
Like I said, it's going to change the way that we, or at least I hope it does. It hopes the way that we view the world around us, about who's important, what jobs are really important to keep society functioning on some sort of positive level. You're going to see real quick that it's like the people that we're paying all this big money don't really need all that big money.
Food supply chains, farmers, and like healthcare. That's like
farmers, truckers. Oh, not even farmers. Well, kind of farmers, but they get all of
the whole supply chain.
Well, they already get a bunch of subsidies. At least in the U.S., farmers get a shitload of subsidies from the U.S. government already.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like the farmers need to grow the food to be shipped to the people who aren't working to be able to buy it. Like that's the whole supply chain is essential.
Truckers,
farmers,
cleaners,
farmers right through.
Like all that thing is all important and essential. It's just a whole bunch of jobs are just learning all the little stuff.
And they don't pay them very much.
We got, I'm sort of a newbie. How did you all meet?
Long
I can sum this up really quick.
All right.
I'm childhood friends with Zell. We've been friends since we were 4. I met Dan when I lived in Thailand for a year. We were next door neighbors. Me and Andrew have been friends since we were about 8. I introduced Andrew and Zell probably when we were about 19. Byron's from Australia. He moved in and was with someone who's friends with Lady Zell. That's how they met. And now he's part of the circle. Boom. And then I
Boom.
met Byron through Zell, and we've introduced Zell and Dan through the podcast. Fucking bingo.
Bingo, bango,
Done.
bongo. That was fucking awesome, actually. That was a great summary.
100% accurate.
But
Accurate
can I
to a T.
rewind? Braden, Zell, where did you guys very first meet?
Ball pit McDonald's, 4 years old.
I don't remember, though. That's the thing. We met so
I
long ago
love
that I
that.
don't remember the start.
Our moms have told us that.
Yeah.
And that's what I've heard too. I love it. It's a cute story.
If I was to
4
say
years
the
old,
first time I
ball pits.
remember Braden, it would have been when we played hockey. We were like 6, probably.
Yeah.
We played
Yeah.
like just some shitty. We just started hockey. That's when I remember him.
Yeah.
From an outsider, the story I heard was like, your parents, you're both at McDonald's, you guys are in the ball pit hanging out, and like, oh, they're so cute together, having so much fun. And then your parents organise like another meet and greet again and the play date, and then you guys just hit it off, and boom, here you are now.
Well, you know more than
Fucking-
me, I guess.
That's the story I've heard from like my mom and his.
I've heard that, but it's been a long time since I
Is
heard
like
that
that story, but like I don't remember. I like
Yeah,
said hockey's where
you're
I remember.
fucking tiny.
I was 4 years old.
Exactly. It's a cute story though.
one. And Braden shit his pants in
Probably
the
the-
ball pit.
Probably
That was
I
just,
did not, or else you'd remember.
that was just added in the chat. Someone made that up for you, so you're welcome.
Did not happen. As much as you guys like to think, I don't shit my pants every night. It's not a daily.
You
occurrence.
tell a couple shit stories, and all of a sudden you're shitting your pants every day.
Yeah, you're the guy who shits his pants. Let me tell you, the king of shitting outside was Zell before me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably
Right?
still the king of shitting outdoors because I've done it
Yeah.
more
Because of
times than I
emergency.
wanted to remember. And yes,
I'm just the most
Isaiah Strome, pod night in Canada since NHL is suspended. Saturday nights. Here we go. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Yo, shit. That's old school.
That's my Hockey Night Canada.
That's like pre 2010 before it was bought out, and then it's changed. But
That's
that
what you need.
now
OG, man.
TSN
We
has
should-
TSN has that as like Wednesday night hockey, that theme.
Oh really? I don't watch a lot of Wednesday night. I only watch streams.
You don't watch
I never
Wednesday night
get
hockey?
to-
Yeah, but that's usually Wednesday night hockey is the stream if you watch an illegal stream.
Oh, I don't really. I've never noticed the
Oh,
song.
dude, you're missing out.
What other questions we
Hey,
got?
I got a question. I got a
Um,
question. This is now what we're talking about hockey. Hypothetical, best case scenario. How does if the NHL comes back this year at all? What happens?
Canucks.
No, like the
Playoff,
format of the
16-0 win the cup.
no, but the format of the format though of how it comes back. Are they going to play like a 1-game series before the playoffs and to start, or are they going to start like right away? Playoffs go.
Okay, hear me out. Lottery,
Choice.
tournament to the cup. All 30 teams.
Tournament, all 30.
Everyone, because technically no one was eliminated. Anything could have happened. Even the last place team could have snuck into the playoffs.
No, not all. There was some eliminations already. Some people
Okay,
could
but
not have made
they're
the playoffs.
eliminated?
Yeah.
No, it's funner. It's funner if you go all teams, tournament, and you just go where the rankings were. That's how they play each other.
Okay. Full
Right?
full playoff. Like are you talking about like number 1 versus number 31 kind of thing?
Yes, and not across divisions, not across conferences,
Just league wide. Shit.
right? So you could who was first, Washington or something before the virus?
Like Boston or some shit. Yeah.
Boston versus who was last? L.A.,
Like Detroit or something. I have no idea.
Detroit. Oh, so it'd be Boston, Detroit. Is the first, and because we can't have that much time, maybe best of 3.
Well, it have to be like best of 1 the first round at least.
No, all best of 3.
But that'd be like 18 rounds of fucking playoffs.
Eliminate quick.
So you have 31
Oh,
down to
actually,
like
that'd be cool. Best of 1, best of 3, best of 5, best of 7.
best of 7. Like you probably have two best of 7s or something. That's what I'm hoping
That'd be
for.
awesome.
I'm hoping for like the playoff in the similar fashion, but the playoffs come and it's like instead of just 16 teams, there's like 24, and they do the same. They do like a best of 1, best of 3, best of 5, best of 7, best of 7, and it's all playoffs. No more regular season. It's done. Just comes back
Yeah.
in June. It goes to like August. You have hockey till August, all summer long, and then it starts again in November.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
so too excited here, man. Just chill.
I'm telling you, this is what I'm excited for.
There's no ice left. Just relax.
Because all you have in the summertime, all you have is MLB and CFL, and CFL is not a good option.
AFL,
You got XFL now.
Well, no, it's all suck. Football, personal opinion, whatever. I like this. I like the playoffs and the end of the season, fun, but I don't like the build up, the one game a week. I just whatever.
AFL?
Personal opinion. AFL is cool.
AFL.
I like AFL.
Okay, cool.
But it's not really.
But
It's
again-
not on like. It's not widely. Just you can't really widely find AFL.
Okay, going back to hockey, the way they should do it, if it was to come back, like I agree, like even AFL, sorry, Aussies listening or non-Aussies that love the fucking game because it's amazing. They shouldn't be playing. You got fucking 25 blokes going around, touching each other's asses, slapping each other on the back, licking hands, kissing fucking ball, like kicking around, like shit's different times. Just let's rax. When we get the vax, we're all good to go. It should literally be like a fucking weekend round robin, okay? Everyone starts off, same playing field. You get put in a pool as you deem your team is, or just fucking random lottery draw, okay? Pool, you go. And you have like fucking back-to-back games. I know it's elite sports. You've got to have recovery and all this shit. Fuck that. Everyone's on the same field. You go back. You'll find the best of the best. And then you get the championship quicker that way in the time of the season as well. But again, like if you're playing a game today and then you got to play a game tomorrow, like people are going to be a little bit more reserved during the initial rounds. But then it almost becomes more of a chess match where like you've got to think about the way you're going to approach each game. Do you go really hard early and hope you get past and knock off the big dogs and then continue on and then you can like relax a little bit, or are you match fit? Like I know like personally playing sport where I went into a match where we were deemed fucking useless. The team we're playing were experienced. We're going to smash us. And we came out of it and we fucking won because we were just a bunch of young pups who were just eager as fuck and
Just taking cheap shots at everyone.
oh man, we were just running through them and just dominated. They were big, burly men, and the game was wet. They're like, if the game's going to be wet today, if it's going to be raining, fucking Mall East are going to smash Mubu North. But if it's a dry, clean turf, good day, Mubu North has the speed and the skill to dominate them. We came in, it was fucking pissing with rain. They scored, I haven't checked, but to date, last time I checked, the lowest score in a grand final, period, in the history of our league. And we just fucking came out there with all the enthusiasm shit. Like, finals is a different game. Your fucking heart rate's up and shit like that. So, like, I don't know. I think, like you were saying, Braden, throw everyone in there, see how you go. Like, in that atmosphere, it really shows you people who, like, crumble under pressure and fucking freak out. Or
Could
those
you
people.
imagine the last place team who wasn't going to make the playoffs does a miracle run and wins the cup or
Be
wins
awesome.
the championship? Like,
Fucking go for it because
unbelievable. The stories that could be potentially written
Oh, yeah.
sports are able to come up before the end of the season, if they do stuff like this, would be unreal.
Yep.
The
Exactly.
Canucks would be-
it really showed the one team players or like the one person players that, like, you know, you've got your king or queen person who dominates the field, or court, whatever the fucking, and then the others like support them. But then you got your teams that work as a fucking cohort and can just dominate and come together in that pressure and just fucking like overcome that shit and fucking smash them. Oh, I love it. Like, it's a different game. I know a guy I used to play sport with. Every game he was good. As soon as it came to the finals and like grand final, fucking threw up. Just every game prior to final because he's freaking out and just like, it's finals. Like, buddy, the same shit. Just relax. Fucking kick the ball, dickhead.
Dickhead.
Yeah, man. Fucking good. I love it. Like, just full round robin, every game, high pressure, fucking intensity. Get in there, get amongst it.
Oh, it'd be some of the best sporting.
Be fun.
Ever.
Yes, let's do it. I love it. Like I said, I think I said it earlier on, like even watching Aussie rules, because normally you've got the crowd going on. It'd be the same as NBA, hockey, any of that. Like, you don't really hear the chirp and the talk amongst the players on the ice, on the field, on the court, until you remove the spectators.
Yeah.
You realize how much goes on, because as a peewee hockey, as a young, like, in the juniors and shit, like club sport, you talk. You have to fucking talk and let them know, hey, come down the left side, come down here, like, fucking kick the ball there, whatever it might be. You don't hear that in your top league, your professional sports, because of the crowd and the theatrics.
Unless you mic someone up and put it on their collar or something, then that's when you get the best. Yeah. That's when you get the best banter.
Exactly. And this is where now we have that opportunity to really understand and hear all that shit that still goes on in the professional league. Because in my mind, I'm like, how the fuck can you hear all that? Like, at home, my country football back in the day playing, like, I can scream, 150 meters down the fucking field and yell at Johnny, he's fucking being a dickhead, and hey, kick the ball down. But when you watch the professional, I'm like, there's no way that Johnny's going to hear me calling him a cockhead when there's all the crowd cheering and yelling.
I only understand every third word you're saying.
That's all you need to hear, mate.
That's fine. That's English right there. You don't need to know every word. You put it in there and see what happens.
You heard cockhead. You heard 100 meters. Well,
yeah.
100, whatever. But the thing, like, it's great to, like, I watched a game last night that was on TSN, and it was good to hear, like, that even at that Ultimate League, which you assume there should be fucking, they're not just super wizards reading everyone. Could be. Another theory. But it's great to know that, like, all that shit's still going on and crowd gone. You can, because the umpire referees are mic'd up, you can hear that going on. And it's just great to see how much talk is actually on the field. So you see, like, a different aspect of the game, which is good to see. But still weird as shit. And they shouldn't be doing it.
How come you weren't wearing that hat the whole time?
I forgot about it. It was
you had it right there behind you the whole time, and you weren't wearing it.
I forgot about it.
What the fuck?
I got drunk. I was drunk.
Fucking amateur hour.
You know what else I got? I got more. Actually, I forgot about this too.
Brayden, do you have a hat?
Yeah. Dan, do you got to punch out?
Yeah.
Pretty late for you. You punch out.
It's 1:30.
I'm gonna run and grab a hat.
I gotta go too. I just want to put on my fucking full costume here.
Right, well, then I won't go grab my hat. I'll save my hat for another time.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah.
I just kind of forgot. I forgot about this. I got really drunk earlier. Me and ladies, we were making TikTok videos. I put on the wizard costume.
You're making TikTok videos and you didn't post them to our fucking Instagram?
I don't know if they're posted yet. We just like did the filming. I haven't seen the edited version yet.
Oh, okay.
Were you doing that stupid light switch stuff?
No, we're doing something about being trapped at home. I can't remember what the song was. Oh, excuse me.
We have a TikTok. Do we have an ATT TikTok?
No, I don't. We suck at social media. Period.
We do.
I have one video, and it was a teach you one, but it's.
I made a couple with my dog. with the Jaws theme, and she's just killing stuffed animals. I thought they were good, but I didn't get very many views. But I thought they were pretty good.
All right, let's wrap this up. This has been a good Coronication episode.
Been fun.
Coronication. This is something we did because everything's been canceled and there's nothing else to do.
Coronication.
And you guys
can't
can't go anywhere.
Coronication.
Coronication.
Gotta
Wanna
get away. Stay at home.
Coronication, all I ever wanted. Coronication, you just gotta stay at home.
Wash your hands.
Coronication, all I ever wanted. Coronication, keep those eyes on the skies. Da, 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 da. Thanks, everyone.
Peace, everyone.
Goodbye. I'm out, boys.